our weekly energetic forecast. This was way too beautiful to not share with you this afternoon. So I'm out here and it's been really windy all day and the wind's died down and I'm like, oh, I gotta do this here because it's so beautiful. So welcome to our weekly energetic forecast for the 17th of October 2021. Let's see what energies are coming up this week. It looks like I've fully dyed my hair red. Lots of red orbs in this one. Can you see all that? Oh my goodness. How red does my hair look? So weird. Oh my goodness. All right, let me share this. As always, and I shall be present with you. Can hear the cows. Hear the birds. Some serenity for you to start your week. All right, just sharing this and we shall jump in. It's pretty peaceful, right? Sometimes I go crazy with the nothingness I've discovered. So now I'm learning to busy myself, learning to do things when I feel these things. It's taken me a bit to learn stuff out here. It's a very different lifestyle compared to being in the city, which, you know, anyone would be like, well, of course. But actually like living it and, you know, allowing myself to arrive from the city is even more interesting, let's say. Yeah, it's so interesting. My hair's red, right? Definitely haven't put red through it. Definitely growing the black out, but very interesting. All right, let us pull these cards before the sun goes down and we fully lose light. You can see that it's going to be a pretty sunset with all those beautiful clouds. All those beautiful clouds. All right, as the sun goes down in the west, sun rises in the east. I don't know. All right, so let's tune in and see. So I'm going crazy out here now. I'm losing my mind. Oh my gosh, sometimes it feels like it with the amount of red belly black snakes and tiger snakes and whatever bandit snake there was the other day. I'm like, oh my goodness. I understand it's snake season, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much, you know, like every day kind of coming out and just going, you know, you just step outside and anyway, I'm dealing with it, okay? I'm dealing with it because look how freaking beautiful it is, like seriously, right? And I'll show you the other side as well. You can see my pool the other way. That's that side. So that's where the sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west. Okay. So for this week, October 17th, 18th, moving into this week, what are the energies for the start of the week? I know it's back to front, so bear with me. It's a practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So I'm going to pull 3 straight away and let's have a look at this. So the first one for the start of our week, practice. And middle of the week, healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you in this situation for the middle of the week. And if that gets too windy, I trust that you'll let me know. And let's have a look for the end of the week. This one. Oh, the end of the week. Everything is okay. Everything is going to be okay. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. Is that too windy? Because I can just pop my earphones in. I trust you let me know. Kind of like comes with a big gust through the gully and then it's quiet. And then there's a big gust and it's quiet. The weather's very different out here. Okay, so I didn't grab another deck for the subconscious and what we're conscious of, but I'm just going to pull them. So this is the conscious. Oh, the marriage. Yeah. the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. This can also mean commitment. So conscious. Oh, check out the light. See the halo over the top? See how conscious you are of the commitment that you've made to yourself, to another person. Perhaps you have got married. Perhaps, you know, like you're recommitting to yourself. Perhaps you're starting a new discipline routine. So that's the conscious. Pretty sure I said that was the conscious. And then this is the unconscious. This is what we're unconscious of. Oh, get some exercise. Okay, so the bottom card of the deck too, by the way, is love life. So the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So this can also mean self-love, yeah, but it can also mean love life. So maybe you're popping bubbles of what you've committed to for yourself, what your standards are, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. Like, it feels like there's been a pop of what you're willing to tolerate in your love life and not, whether that's self-care, whether that's loving yourself more, whether that's, you know, like, and it's interesting, right? Because this is the bottom card. So the love life, this is the subconscious, what you're not conscious of, get more exercise. It might mean that you literally have to commit to a disciplined routine of whatever that is for you. Now, remember, at the start of the week, the card is practice, practice, practice. So practice, practice, practice. It's like sometimes when we're committing to a new routine, yeah, subconscious and conscious, when we're committing to a new routine, it can get, like, it can be, what's the word? It can be hard in the start, yeah? When we're committing to a new routine, because we have to implement a new structure. So don't give up. Practice, practice, practice. The hardest is always in the start, remember? All right. Is that too windy? Because now it's really picked up again. In the middle is healing, healed, healer. So number one, it could mean that you're a healer, and look into a particular healing modality that can help you, or training. Maybe you're getting the nudge to take your healing skills to the next level, yeah, in the middle of the week. So look out for signs about that. You can see the beautiful sunset, burnt orange sky tonight. The end of the week is the everything's okay. So there might be a bumpy road in the middle of the week, as well as giving you signs about what you need to heal, what you need to work on, like what's going on, right? I feel like in the middle of the week, there'll be like more information that comes in. They will almost change your course of direction, but it's more like it gives you more insight to what you really need to commit to what you really need to stay committed to in yourself, in what you're disciplining yourself, in your new boundaries, in your new, like, popping of the bubble of what you're willing to tolerate and not tolerate in your life, right? So remember, by the end of the week, everything's okay. Like, I want to feel like we've got a full moon this week too. That's right. I think it's on Tuesday. I would need to double check that. Tuesday or Wednesday. It's in the middle of the week, right? Pretty much middle, start to middle. And so it's almost like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be all right. Like towards the end of the week. So in the middle of the week, it might be a little bit like kind of like, okay, what's happening here? But I want to say it's healing, right? It's healing. The situation is healing. And see how, like, the angel is like pointing the light at the hands, like, oh, look here, the light at the hands. I don't know, you can't really see it. Pointing the light at the hands. This is where I feel like lots of information is streaming through. And I know astrologically, there is a lot of information streaming through at the moment. So if you can be conscious, I want to say stay conscious of your commitments this week. Stay conscious of your commitments that you've made to yourself. Practice, practice, practice them all week. The hardest is going to be at the start, right? The things that you said you were going to do, stand by them. Yeah, your commitment to yourself and or another, or contracts that you've made with somebody else, etc. Underneath is to get some exercise. Now, this can literally mean move your freaking body, right? If you started an exercise regime and then you've stopped it, move your body, right? I want to say that all your solutions will come when you move your body. All the answers will come when you move your body. All the insight will come when you move your body. Or move something. Maybe you're moving house. Maybe you need to move something in your house, or like move your furniture around, or clean something out. Move something, but I feel like the movement is where the answers are. Yeah, the movement is what's going to give you the answers. I don't think the camera really does it justice. So the love life on the bottom, yeah, is like I said, this is like the overlying card. So I mean, it could mean that a new love is coming into your life. It could mean that you're feeling more love overall in your life as well. And the love life is like, I feel like there's new patterns. There's new patterns, there's new standards, there's new standards that you set for yourself, new ways of living, you know. And if you ever feel that like, what's going on? Like, move your body. Yeah, that's going to be I feel like that's the biggest anchor. That's the biggest anchor. This is the subconscious this week. This is the biggest anchor to understanding, I want to say to keeping the commitments that you've made to yourself. Yeah, I want to say if all else fails, go and move your body. Whether that's doing yoga, whether that's swimming, whether that's going for a run, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's some other form of exercise or moving your body in some like way or shape or form. That's like your anchor, because it feels like perhaps on this full moon that it's actually going to be, I keep hearing like crescendo, like everything's coming to a crescendo, and it's, you know, and then it's kind of going to disperse by the end of the week, right? Which is, you know, it's a full moon, like it's kind of the energy of it, right? But if we really look at like the crescendo, it's like squeezing through, and then so if we're like got to ground it and really anchor in that energy through exercise, through the self-love, and or like I said, it could be the commitment that you've made to another, and really working on the commitment that you've made to another and really grounding that in together, right? So it could be about new practices, new disciplines, new routines, or out of routine, right? Maybe the routine is too monotonous, and maybe there needs to be adventure, fun, and bringing back all the things from the start of the love life, right? So from the start of the relationship. So either way, practice at the start of the week. Healed, healing, healer. Lots of new information is coming through. Look at the light at the end of the tunnel, down that cloudy, magical tunnel, whatever it is, right? Lots of information coming in. Good time to meditate this week. Full moon, we've got the full moon ceremony coming up this week as well. By the end of the week, everything's okay, and everything is going to be okay. Take a deep breath and remember to ground in that energy through the exercise, ground. It feels like ground and disperse. And what I mean by ground and disperse, it's like, it feels like the old patterns are popping this week. The old patterns are popping. The old stories are no longer relevant. The old ways of thinking are just outdated, and you're like thinking them and you're like, I don't think like this anymore. And you can really feel that change and difference, and it feels like you're really starting to live the new you. Yeah, you're really starting to live the new you, the love life, the new self-love, the new boundaries, the new awarenesses, the new like levels, you know? That's what it feels like this week. So be mindful. Energies might be a little bit big during the week, but everything's going to be okay. Ground those energies via exercise. Stay in your body. Stay connected to your heart. Do the things you love to continue expanding and bringing that love into your life, to walk it, to live it. Yeah? So that's our energy update for this week. The sun's fully gone down now. Perfect timing for our beautiful thing, but I just don't think the camera does it any justice. So that is our beautiful reading for this week. Very, very special. Everything's okay. So I've released my 2022 psychic forecast. Remember, I do not predict the future, but just like we have done on this weekly energetic forecast, is we get a sense of the energy, right? And it could be good for you to also strengthen your intuition, right, and your psychic abilities by practicing what are the energies coming up this week. What are the energies coming up this week. Tune in, then tune into my update, see how like on point you were, right? Practice, practice, practice. And as you can see, I don't predict the future. It's like, these are the energies. We have a choice how we use them, right? And as we gave that example this week, it's like the exercise is going to help us ground that energy rather than like, eek, when these like new levels are expanding into our lives with everything that we've been working on, right? And popping the bubbles of patterns is definitely what it feels like this week. So with our 2022 forecast, you get a sense of the energies coming up, and we get a sense of what you need to do to support yourself best around these energies over 2022. Yeah, so in the psychic forecast for next year, yes, your 2022 psychic forecast, checking I was saying the right name, got all these different names, that we can literally tune into what the best energy is going to be at certain times, where you need to support yourself more, where you need to get mentor help, where you need to not make certain decisions, like just to be aware of certain energies coming up for you next year. So 2022 Psychic Forecast is in the title of this comment, and it will be on my website soon, and you'll find it on my Facebook page, and I send it in the emails, or you can send me a message and I can send you the link. So if you've got any questions about that, then just send me a message or comment below, and I shall see you guys next week for our weekly energetic forecast. I trust that you'll have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful full moon. Join us for the full moon ceremony if it calls you, and I shall see you there. Love you. Bye.